Over the past couple of days, there's been this clip navigating the internet around Donald Trump engaging with a reporter from Angola.
And Caroline said, number one, she did say, and I shouldn't say this because it's politically incorrect, she said, she's beautiful and you are beautiful. I'm not allowed to say that, that could be the end of my political career, but I'll say it anyway. But you are beautiful and you're beautiful inside. So I wish I had more reporters like you.
Her name is Hariana Veras, and she was at a signing for a peace agreement. And I want to talk to you about, while she's, yes, a very beautiful and golden reporter, because a lot of women in Africa are very beautiful, let's actually talk about what the signing was about, because that's actually more important in this moment. So there was a peace agreement signed between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, and Donald Trump and his foreign policy team was part of signing this agreement. So let's start with part one. Why do we need an agreement in Rwanda in the Democratic Republic of the Congo? So in 1994, there was a Rwandan genocide that saw over 800,000 people, mostly Tutsis, slaughtered in just 100 days. After the genocide, Hutu extremists fled the border to East Congo, sparking a lot of instability in the Eastern Congo. Rwanda invaded Congo in 1996, targeting many of those militants, basically saying, you guys are responsible for the genocide that happened in our country, and we're going after you. This triggered the First Congo War, followed by the Second Congo War. This one was in 1996, the second one was 1998 to 2023. This is the deadliest conflict since World War II, and it's also known as the War of Africa. There were 9 African countries involved. Now, the reason why there was a Rwandan genocide to begin with was because of colonialism. And the French created this hierarchy system between these two local tribes. This hierarchy system played its way out after colonialism ended, and it basically caused the powder keg waiting to happen. This powder keg led to hundreds of thousands of people dying. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, which is Rwandan's neighbor, is one of the most resource-rich nations in the world. It has cobalt, coltan, gold, and copper. But because of colonialism, the Congo is one of the poorest and most unstable countries on the planet. East Congo is largely ungoverned. It's basically run by various militias. Part of this instability had to do, like I said earlier, with the genocide that happened in Rwanda. Since the genocide, Rwanda's been under the leadership of President Paul Kagame. He's actually done a lot to reform this country in the right direction. I visited Rwanda not too long ago and saw for myself how the country has really transformed itself from where it was in 1994. While it is true that the Kagame regime is dictatorship, there are 98% of his parliament are women, and the economy of Rwanda depends deeply on mine re-exports, a large portion of which comes from the Congo, and it has benefited a lot from the international aid community. There's also been a lot of reporting done that says Rwanda has been profiting off of the Congo conflict by backing a group of rebels called M23. So on June 27th, Rwanda and Congo signed a US-backed peace agreement. Included in this agreement is a phased Rwandan troop withdrawal from the East Congo, promise for both sides to stop supporting the rebel groups, a plan to build a shared economic framework around mine exportation with help from the United States and Qatar. Now let's get into these minerals, because this is the meat and potatoes, y'all. The Democratic Republic of the Congo has 70% of the world's cobalt. Now, why is cobalt important? Cobalt is important to produce electric vehicles, to produce smartphones, to produce clean technology, all of this ChatGPT, all of those storage, those cloud computing storage centers, they all need cobalt. 70% of the world's cobalt, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. If there isn't peace in the Congo, if there isn't clean trade lines in the Congo, then guess what? Much of these industries that the American economy, the European economy, the Chinese economy, the Middle Eastern economy, Qatar and other places have come to benefit from, come to a screeching halt. Manufacturing lines automatically stop. if you do not have this rare earth material of cobalt. On top of that, what's also happening on the continent of Africa for the past couple of decades is China has been investing in Africa like it's gangbusters. They've been building roads, they've been building water plants, they even own the cornerstones. China's foreign direct investment on that continent is out of this world. And with Trump closing down USAID, and with the demands of the American economy changing, the need for these rare earth materials, Trump, in a way, had to be part of this peace agreement. And because Paul Kagame, the dictator in Rwanda, he's also been very profound. He's becoming a global leader when it comes to advancing the issues of the continent of Africa, as well as advancing Black folks' issues. So this deal isn't just peace, it's about economic realignment. Economic realignment with the United States having a stronghold in the Congo so they can get this cobalt. This is America's long-term strategic priority. It realigns what's happening in the Congo, which is they want peace and some sort of economic stability. They haven't had that. So they get some sort of economic stability. Rwanda gets more economic gain. I'm not saying we have to see how this thing plays itself out, right? But this is why Trump was in this. Now here's some of the risk. M3 rebels weren't included in the deals. Past peace deals have collapsed, and many Congolese view this is an elite-driven negotiation and has nothing to do with what's happening on the front lines. If this deal is just about extracting minerals more efficiency, then the peace is not going to last. If it finally puts Congolese lives and their sovereignty at the forefront, if it centers the people of Rwanda, if it includes them as part of the deal, if it includes their selected lawmakers as part of the deal, this deal is going to go far away to creating some peace in Central Africa, and I'm here for it. I'll see you next time.